Yo, Nakama around the world. Welcome back to Conqueror's Haki Corner. It's your boy Vim,
Yo,
your boy Serge,
hi.
and myself, Rook. We're here once again to bring you another chapter review of the held off One Piece because we've been on a little break for a little while. Chapter 992, Remnants. Now we have been on a break, but let's get into this. If you haven't already, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like, and don't forget to. And we'd like to give a massive shout out and thank you to everyone that's been supporting us so far. Always appreciated. But Kings, let's do this.
Yo, look at the front left. First of all, I love the color spread, man. Everyone's having so. You got Luffy's got his little bento box. You see, Zoro seems to be having a ramen. He's getting it in. I would like to say Robin is drinking and having some fruit. Sanji's serving drinks. I think you got what those rice cake balls called that mochi balls.
Mochi
balls.
yeah.
But the main thing is everyone's got a drink.
You know what? That's interesting. They finally have Jinbei in it.
Yeah, no, he's official, man. Like a ref and a whistle, he's an official. Yeah.
It's interesting as well. It's on a sea train.
Oh, yeah.
Could be foreshadowing to good times ahead, man.
Yeah.
See that we got the support for the LGBT community with the rainbow. Right. Cool. So get it cracking. So we start the chapter off, yeah. And I thought it was an interesting start. We see Big Mom and Pero having it out. And guess who else is there? Marco the Phoenix. And there was some exchange of some good bars. And because I don't want to paraphrase, I'm just going to quickly read it, man. So you got, what's it called? Big Mom is just there saying, like, you like, the alliance with Kaido was my idea. Like, you know, remember what we were on, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, I know that. What don't you kids trust me? You know, so Pero seems relieved. That's the key thing. Mama has an agenda. I've been saying this. She ain't just doing because, you know, like, these Yonko are not the kind of people that think I can't do it on my own. Let me make an alliance, yeah? Mama will rock anyone in the world, yeah? She don't need Kaido. So there's a purpose, and more than likely, it's to get a hold of the glyphs to go further forward or whatever. And then, so you got Marco the Phoenix. I see. In that case, despite your invitation to work together, it would seem our mutual goal of vanquishing the ogre, Kaido, is no more Pero. So Kaido, is he an ogre? Because that's like the first time they've kind of given him like an official thing. That's why I wanted to highlight that. And then Big Mom, oh, Marco, I thought you were better than this. Helping out these whippersnappers. So sad how Whitebeard's remnants have lost their way. You sure you're not mistaken the meaning of the word remnants, Big Mom? Do you think that Pup's voice is still binding us to his will? Everyone who's left is free. That's right. Dead men give no orders. Do as you will. And then, okay, we go on. So we've got Carrot catching up. She's trying to avenge Pedro because she's seen Pero's peril. That's a problem in and of itself, right? Then Straw Hat. So Luffy's going onwards. And then we just keep shifting scenes. So then we kind of get a look at where everyone's running.
Yeah.
So we've got Shinobu's running with Momonosuke, and Yamato's there with them. And then the next scene is, hey man, I never noticed how pretty she is. Is that Black Maria?
Yeah.
What do you guys think about her right now, man? Teacher,
so
prostitutes.
Before we started going into Black Maria, Kaido's an ogre, according to Oda now. We knew he was a creature, but he's now confirmed. I'm gonna say Black Maria is an ogre because the horns, as well as Yamato. Let's go into it right now. She's actually not doing anything. As powerful as she is, as a Toby Ropo, as strong as she is, she's chilling and she's singing a song. Before I give you, and we discussed this earlier about what my prediction is in terms of what I'm guessing, but isn't it interesting how relaxed a member of Kaido's crew can be, especially amongst everything and the turmoil? It's not always the case, especially when, okay, we'll go to a parallel of Big Mom's pirates. They all went wild. They're like, wait, what? Invaders? It doesn't matter if they were scrubs. Nope, we all want the smoke. It didn't. No stone was left unturned. Now here goes to my reach potentially. Black Maria is Yamato's mom.
I'm gonna ask a question first, though.
Interesting.
No, that's my reach. Go for
I'm
it.
gonna ask a question now. What color, and this may not count, what color are Yamato's horns?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why.
Mm.
We don't know these ogre creatures well enough.
Mm.
And that's where I'm going to get technical because I'm playing guessing game. You don't play guessing game. I'm going to argue my question. We don't know enough about these ogres.
Yeah.
What we do know is Black Maria was flirting with Kaido.
Mm-hmm.
True.
When Toby Roper was introduced, I'm going to stay here with you, Big Daddy. That's what she basically said. And then Kaido went off to fight. If anything, she's a giant-ish ogre. Kaido's a giant.
Yamato's not small.
Yamato is Luffy type.
She's not small. She's taller than Luffy.
She's taller than Luffy, but she's not crazy big, but she's still young. So I'll give her that there is certain level of okay, she could get to a point where she's taller and bigger and she keeps growing. But there's also that Kaido wouldn't find anyone who doesn't have something about them, a strength and strong, and you've got to be a savage. Roger, he found his queen, right? She was a D. And she also sacrificed years of her life just to keep Ace in the belly. So there's like something about certain women. So
the only thing that I'm not saying I don't agree with you. I'm open to it. The only thing I'll say is this, yeah.
Go for it.
Kaido is huge, right? Black Maria is huge. Yamato is regular. That's the only discrepancy I have with your thing. Yeah. But other than that, I like it because both Black Maria and both Yamato are very pretty. So, I'll give you that. Yeah, so we just jump straight into the action. So we got Kaido in dragon form going at it with the scabbards, and we can see, and a good thing to note, Inuarashi and Nekomamushi are still in Sulong form. So that's very, very, very important. So their Sulong form definitely has a lot of stamina. And then we just see a whole load of different attacks that build up to something I'm going to really enjoy talking about. So first we've got, let me get there. Okay, so they say, yeah, he's roaring, turns to lightning. Okay, so they're kind of, okay, that's another thing. So I never really clocked that in the first 2 times I read this, but okay, so Kaido can roar lightning, man. Like, that is power.
Is it lightning or is it Haki?
Could be, but it's a manifestation of something.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like a manifestation of
Or he can just do it.
Yeah.
So we first get first we get Nekomamushi. Rah! Crimson Cat Dance. So he does a big thing and he gashes up Kaido a little bit. Kaido tries to go for him. Then you've got Kappa style. Kawamatsu comes and does some big river of sea attack, some circular sword slashing technique. And we've got some of Kaido's troops are like, huh? Their attacks are hurting Kaido. Then next up, so Kaido then tries to claw at Kawamatsu, but then Inuarashi comes, K9 Scourge. So he's using his leg with the sword, and you could actually see the blood coming out of Kaido. Like, wow. And then fallen snow patches, slicing rounds. I don't know who did that, but I think it's a joint attack between Izu and Kiku with the gunshots and the swords. So I'm guessing fallen snow slice is Kiku, and Izo is the one slicing rounds. Enough nonsense. None of these attacks bear a resemblance to Odin's blades. He's getting ready to do a big shot. Oh, Raizo, blast breath. Nimpo, scrolling jutsu. My scrolls can wrap around anything in existence, and I return it to you. Blast breath, restoration, guas. The way he's posing in front of Kaido when he's done the attack here. So something kind of wrapped around him, got him. Nice move. Like, I didn't expect that from Raizo. So Kaido, what's happening? How can he be taking so much damage? And then this is what I wanted to talk about. Go standing in front of all of them, and then they're all there and they go flashback. Come on, I'll teach you. No, thank you. We have our own styles of fighting. But Odin two-sword style is the greatest there is. Why won't they learn it? Because they would have fought a great big fight over who would be your foremost disciple. They love you so much, they would kill each other. All right. What do you think you're doing? So they all take the pose, Odin two-sword style. So got one sword like that, or one up like that, man. It kind of looks cool. And they all got into that kind of stance. And he's telling them, you're wasting your time with this cheap promotion. And then now this was interesting. Odin is telling them, so now we've got kind of confirmation that they know Rio because Odin taught them Rio. Okay, first of all, here's the thing about Rio. Listen to me. And then they do his famed attack in the same scar. Paradise Totsuka. What a chapter. Like,
Crazy.
I really like the touch. But before I ask you guys what you guys are thinking, I have a feeling that they're kind of giving them shine. They're letting them take some damage because in a moment, Kaido's going to mess some people up. Like, there's levels to this.
I agree. I've got another theory. He's going to turn back into his normal form.
Or no, the hybrid form or the normal form, like whichever's stronger.
Ooh. You know what? Even better, hybrid. In between.
Well, the
So he's not
hybrid
gonna
seems
go-
the strongest for most of these zones.
Yeah.
No.
What will be interesting is, do you think he will do an awakening?
The thing is, you see the Zoan form having an awakening because remember back in Impel Down there was something like that.
They were actually their awakening was the hybrid. So that will be his awakening to an extent, but he might not introduce that right now. So he might go into.
He might end up using like another level of Conqueror's Haki.
Yeah.
It would be nice to introduce for a Yonko and then for Luffy to see what level he needs to get to.
Yeah.
That would be quite cool as well.
So, but to put it in line with what you've mentioned, what we mentioned previously about their beast form being their weakest, we're seeing all of them in their beast forms. So we've seen Jack get taken out in his beast form and Kaido's in his beast form. Maybe this is just the first layer of everything.
Yeah, you're right.
Because typically that does happen. Everything is exciting. We're winning, and then just get swiped. The tables turn simply. So I reckon it's not the end for them. I think after this, because we're into swords, I reckon Zoro takes that place, and it's still sword styles because the two sword style that they held, I'm pretty sure I've seen Zoro stand like that at some stage. Maybe I'm wrong, but that seems familiar to me.
The thing with Zoro, what's interesting is Zoro is the free sword style, and I think it's no accident because obviously in learning about Odin, we've learned how great Odin is, right? And he said that his two sword style is the greatest. I think at some point he may have been considered one of the strongest swordsmen in the One Piece world, and we know that Zoro has his he's gonna create something, and we know that the free sword style is unique to him. So I'm fully expecting there to be Zoro can use all the styles. You know what I'm saying? Zoro uses free sword, two sword,
no swords.
One sword. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
I think what will happen afterwards is the premonition of Lady Toki was that 9 will bring down Kaido, right? And I think the Scabbards have put the pressure on themselves to be that 9, but really it's going to be the supernova. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's where it's going to get real interesting. And like I said, there should be always going to be the Straw Hats. It's going to be another 9 characters that will step in. And it will be interesting to see, I can see a fight for Inuarashi and Nekomamushi. They just have to go back to fight Jack in his strongest form and help whoever is fighting Jack. So I think everyone can kind of find their own fight. And with the Big Mom Pirates there is another purpose for them to kind of continue fighting.
Yeah.
Although I do think one of them could die.
It's interesting as well, actually. I didn't even think about it. We've got 2 remnants of the Whitebeard pirates at the moment, right? Or is there more?
Well, no,
we've got
Kaido and Marco. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Nekomamushi and Inuarashi were on Roger's ship.
Yeah. No, they were both.
There you go. So we've actually got 4. We've got 4 remnants at the moment.
Yeah, they were on both, man. So I think a lot of history is going to play into the present. I think there's going to be a lot of backup coming. There's going to be a lot of fighting. I think Luffy's kind of conveniently now kind of managing to make his way all the way there. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with that, because him fighting Kaido too soon, I think, is not really needed. But you know, you never know how this stuff ends up.
We're due for a flashback for Kaido, bro. This is a good segue.
Yeah.
Him getting hurt this badly is a good segue. Badly, I say badly, it's Kaido. So I'm thinking figuratively.
It's the fact that he's been hurt. He's been sold to us as a guy who can't even kill himself. He's so indestructible. Yeah. But has been hurt before, so we're gonna relate why he's being hurt to something.
Yeah, setting the levels to yeah.
But guys, let us know what you thought of that chapter. Let us know what you thought of our review and what your ideas are. We'd love to hear them. If you haven't already, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like, and don't forget to share the video. The more you share, the more we grow. But from Conqueror's Haki Corner, it is that time again. Peace out.